The following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Carrollton High School for girls tournament basketball here on WTNS Coshocton. I'm Casey Claxon. Coming up, we have Coach's Corner as we talk with head coach Renina Brindley as her Lady Bears get set to take on the number one seeded Carrollton Lady Warriors. Coach's Corner and more is coming up next here on WTNS Coshocton.
At Coshocton Dentistry, Dr. Brian Dunlap and Dr. Patrick Lauper provide expert dental care in a comfortable, family-friendly environment. From routine checkups to advanced treatments, your smile is a priority at Coshocton Dentistry. Located on Main Street in Coshocton, where we treat you like family, contact Coshocton Dentistry today and experience the care you deserve. Now accepting new patients. Visit us online today at CoshoctonDentistry.com.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
The Ensley Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Ensley. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
My guest on Coach's Corner is Renina Brindley, the head coach of the Riverview Lady Bears. Coach, you come in tonight. You've drawn the number one seed in the tournament in Carrollton. A tall task for your girls, but I know that just watching your team throughout the season, the Lady Bears have continued to work hard night in and night out.
They do, and I can't ask for a better group of girls. They show up, they work. We're learning, right? It's a process, and we know we're coming up against the number one seed, but who hasn't watched all the miracle movies, right? They're expecting an easy win, so we got nothing to lose. So it was just kind of more of a motivation to try to get the girls to come and put in 4 quarters and work hard. And the outcome we don't really control, but the work and the attitudes we control. So we're coming in hoping for positive momentum going in.
And you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Positivity. As I've heard you talk to Coos in previous interviews and talk to you after games, you've continued to stay positive throughout the season.
We are working. We're working at it. It's not easy when you are not winning. Everybody kind of wants to hang their heads, but yeah, I mean, it's a focus that you have to hone into and work at. And we try, and I got the girls too, on trying to find weekly motivation, right? We come into practice every day. The quote of the week is this: let's get after this and do what we can do. So yes, we're trying to stay motivated. And I told the girls, even if you want to come into this game thinking we're going to lose, do you want to lose with your heads held down and, go out and not realize that you just played a full season? Or do you want to come in and you want to be excited you get to play basketball, right? We don't know what next year is going to look like. Maybe something will happen and you can't play next year. So let's be positive. Let's be thankful that we get to be part of a team and that we have great teammates, and let's work hard for everybody involved.
This is kind of a celebration for your seniors. We've seen senior nights, and give you an opportunity to talk about your senior class here in this game.
Yeah, that's kind of a touchy one, and I try to. Courtney, Elena, and Reagan have played with me. Unfortunate for them, maybe, but they've played with me since 3rd grade, and so we've come a long way, and I see the progress that they've made. I also see they can do more, right? Makes sense. So even though, you could think of this as the end, again, how do you want to remember? Because, sometimes when you look back, it's not necessarily a full season that you look back on, but maybe the last game that you played. And so how do you want to look back after tonight, and do you want to give it all you got, right? It's all you can do.
Well, Coach, thanks for spending time with us here on Coach's Corner, and good luck in the game tonight.
Thank you so much.
That's the head coach of the Riverview Lady Bears, Renina Brindley. We'll be back with more on WTNS right after this.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Inslee Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to insleeagency.com.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
While the big banks are closing branches and leaving small towns behind, we're doing the opposite. Hi, this is John Brown, and at Baltic State Bank, we believe in investing in our communities. That's why we're proud to open our brand new branch in West Lafayette, where you'll always find friendly faces, personalized service, and modern banking tools to make your life easier. Come see the difference a truly local bank can make, because when our community grows, we all grow together. Baltic State Bank. It's a local thing. Member FDIC.
Wake up with a cup of freshly brewed McCafe Premium Roast Coffee made with 100% Arabica beans. Then treat yourself to one of our delicious breakfast bagel sandwiches. For a truly satisfying way to start your morning, choose a tender steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or savory sausage with a fluffy egg and 2 slices of cheese, all in a toasted bagel, only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
In our community, buying local isn't a choice, it's a way of life. At Jeff Drennan Dealerships, we're proud to be your local choice for all your automotive needs. For over 2 decades, we have been a proud supporter of everything Coshocton. From sales to service, our commitment to our neighborhood shines through in everything we do. Support your community. Buy local at Jeff Drennan Dealerships, because here, you're not just a customer, you're family.
We welcome you back to Carrollton High School tonight. It is the opening round of the Division IV Girls East District Tournament. It's the number 17 seed Riverview Lady Bears taking on the number 1 seeded Carrollton Warriors. I'm Casey Claxon, joined by Logan McPeek tonight, as we've got the top team in the district, and of course the Riverview Lady Bears, nothing to lose. They've had a season of ups and downs, but they've got 3 wins under their belt. Carrollton, on the other hand, 14-8. They're a very sound team and very worthy of being the top seed in the East District.
Absolutely being very worthy. Obviously, when you got wins over teams like Tusky Valley, and you play the number 1 team in Division II and Wadsworth at the time at the Classic in the country, and play a really good Strasburg team and just come off a really big win over JFK, you're worthy of being the number 1 seed in the district, and there's a reason that they're the number 1 seed in the district. And I'm going to correct you, Riverview is the number 16 seed.
Oh, thank you, Logan. So 16 versus a 1. The wins for Riverview on the season, a victory over TCC, Garraway, and then a big win over John Glenn. That was their first conference win of the season. And then they had that overtime heartbreaker just a little more than a week ago against Danville. But this team has played well down the stretch. They have had a tough way to go through that very difficult MVL schedule. But as we heard Coach Brindley say in the pregame show, they've continued to stay positive, which is what you really have to do.
Absolutely. I watched this team play Maysville a couple weeks ago, and really, I was honestly really impressed. I was really impressed with really how sound they looked in that game and just the improvement that they've shown over the season. So it's going to be interesting. And these low seeds, these are the most dangerous teams in the tournament because they got nothing to lose.
We'll see how this one unfolds tonight. It is the Riverview Lady Bears taking on top-seeded Carrollton. I'm Casey Claxon with Logan McPeek. We'll pause for the national anthem. We'll be back with starting lineups and have the opening tip coming up on WTNS Coshocton.
The Fisher Funeral Home in Warsaw is proud to sponsor this event as we support the families and individuals that have trusted us with their business through our 4 generations of service to the community. As the oldest family-owned and operated funeral home in Coshocton County, we understand the importance of supporting our youth and fostering pride in our community. Please call us anytime at 740-824-3515 for any of your pre-need or at-need funeral counseling needs. You can also visit our website at fisherfuneralhome.com. The Fisher Funeral Home, serving others as we would like to be served since 1937.
Looking for a place to bring the family, grab a bite, and enjoy the game? Come on down to Shaw's Corner right here in Coshocton at 502 Main Street. Every Wednesday from 4 to 8 p.m., it's burger night. Juicy burgers, great food, and drink specials that make it worth the trip. With a family-friendly atmosphere, walls full of local sports memorabilia, and plenty of good times, Shaw's Corner is the spot to be. Don't just hear about it. Stop in today and see why Shaw's Corner is where Coshocton comes together. Open daily at 4 p.m.
Hi, I'm Kyle Hamilton from the Home Loan Savings Bank. At Home Loan, we have a full array of services to meet every one of your financial needs. Even though we're a community bank, we offer the same services as the larger banks. We believe there is no place like home. So when you walk through our doors, we will treat you like family. We offer a full array of deposit and loan products to meet your financial needs. You can rest knowing your experience will be comfortable just like home. So stop by and see the difference at the Home Loan Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your local Erie agent in Coshocton is Albertson Lawrence Agency. Get a quote today.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
We welcome you back to Carrollton High School tonight. It's the Riverview Lady Bears taking on the Warriors of Carrollton High School. Again, the Lady Bears, the number 16 seed in the East District Tournament, Division 4, the number 1 seed under head coach Michaela Poole's guidance, the Carrollton Warriors. They come in with a record of 14-8. Let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you tonight by R.J. Wright & Sons. Logan, let's go ahead and give the starting lineup for the home team and the Carrollton Warriors.
Thank you, Casey. Starting for the Warriors, they will go with their senior point guard, number 14, Emma Schaefer. Number 15, their senior shooting guard, Kylie Ujic. Number 23, a senior guard, Ivy Bishop. Number 20, a sophomore forward, KJ Raudebush. And number 32, rounding out the lineup for the Warriors, a senior forward, number 32, Cameron Shaw.
And again, the Warriors are coached by Michaela Poole. She is a graduate of Carrollton High School. Her alma mater, played basketball at Malone University. Again, the Warriors come in with a record of 14-8. For the Riverview Lady Bears, their starting lineup looks like this. At point guard will be Courtney Mickle, a senior for the Lady Bears. Her running mate is fellow senior Reagan Foster. Shiloh Kinzel, a sophomore, also in the starting lineup for head coach Renina Brindley. Anna Mitchell wears number 23, a sophomore. And finally rounding out the starting lineup, senior Elena Brindley. That's the starters for head coach Renina Brindley. The Lady Bears, 3 wins and 19 losses on the 2025 and 26 season. I'm Casey Claxon here with Logan Peak. Again, our starting lineups tonight brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons. Pretty decent crowd here for the opening night of the East District Tournament, and a good faithful from Riverview making it out to see the Lady Bears play tonight.
Absolutely. How far is it from Riverview to Carrollton?
You know, we didn't come by way of Warsaw, but I would say it's probably a little less than an hour. At what was it? An hour and 30 minutes. All right, so we didn't come that way directly, but it was a decent bus drive. We were talking to Mark Wagner, the bus driver, and also one of the music teachers. He drove the bus tonight, so he said they had a good trip. Lady Bears get the opening tip. Brindley has the basketball, will move it up the floor, dribbles to the free throw line. Lady Bears showing a little bit of patience. They try to get it to Reagan Foster, and it's knocked out of her hands, and a turnover by the Bears gives it back to the Warriors. We are just underway. Pass goes over on the far right side. Now here is a three-point shot. A little bit short, a fight for the rebound, and it comes down to the Warriors. And now they will reset. Ujic has it up top. She will hand it off to Schaefer. Schaefer now will run the point, dribbles with her right hand, goes over on the side to Shaw. Shaw puts it on the floor, dribbles to the free throw line, puts it high off the glass. It's no good. Ball tipped around, and the rebound goes to Brindley of the Lady Bears. So no score. We've played 1 minute here at Carrollton High School. Mickle will bring it across the timeline for Riverview. Now she'll go to Foster. Mickle will let loose of an 18-footer. It's no good. Rebound tipped and picked up by Carrollton, and now it goes off of the foot of Kylie Ujic, and that'll be a turnover on the Warriors. So the Bears will get it back. No score, 6:45 remaining here in our first quarter of play. We're glad you could join us on 102.7 tonight, WTNS. And Coos and Stephanie Stephanie Snyder are broadcasting the Ridgewood game over on 99.3. The Generals are up at Tusky Valley taking on the Lady Trojans. Inbound pass goes to Foster, and she puts a shot up. She thought she got fouled, but air ball goes out of bounds, turnover to the Warriors. So Michaela Poole's group will bring it ahead. Pass goes over on the left side. Now they try to dump it to Schaefer, and they say she steps on the baseline. And so now another turnover. We've yet to see any points, just turnovers both ways, but both teams appear to be just a little bit rusty as they get started.
Maybe a little bit of nerves. There's another turnover there. Bishop with the steal.
Yeah, Bishop picks off the long down court pass. Mickle was trying to hook up with Foster. Now here is a three-point shot over on the far side by the Warriors. It clanks off the iron and goes out of bounds. So a team rebound for the Lady Bears will give it back to Renina Brindley's group. So a three-quarter press by the Warriors. Elena Brindley will look to bring it ahead. Gets it across the timeline over to Mickle. Now she will outlet over on the left side. Ball stolen away by Carrollton, and now they will run the break the other direction. Here's the shot by Ujic off the glass and good. So they finally get some points on the board as Carrollton has taken a 2-0 lead after the layup by Ujic. So 5:50 to play here in our first quarter. Riverview trailing by 2. Now here's another Lady Bears turnover. That one's going to be picked off by Shaw. She will pass it down. They give it back to Shaw. Her shot won't go. Rebound to Carrollton. Put back is no good, and the Lady Bears get the board. So now they will go on the attack. Riverview trails by 2. Salonis has it for the Bears. Now she will look to Mickle. Mickle bounces it back out to Salonis. A high arcing shot from 15 feet. No good. Ball tipped around. Brindley fights for the rebound. That one's pulled in by Bishop, but she stepped on the baseline, so they will turn it back over.
It's a little sloppy play from both teams, but you can maybe relate that to nerves a little bit. First game of the tournament, you're all jacked up and excited. The nerves are going to come out a little bit as the game goes on, though.
Mickle will inbound it from underneath her own hoop to Brindley. Now back to Mickle. Thought about a three. She will dribble it with her left hand back out front, up top between the circles. Schaefer will apply the defense. Now Salonis on the right side. Back to Mickle. Mickle kind of got swatted on the hand. Now she will take it to the basket. Shot's no good, but a big rebound on the offensive glass by Foster, and she puts it back up again and into the hoop. And we've got a tie ball game at 2-2 with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Here is a running jumper put up by Schaefer, and it's no good, but she is going to be fouled. So they're going to call that foul on Reagan Foster. That's going to be her first. So now Schaefer will come to the line, and she's going to shoot a pair. This game is tied at 2, and now Carrollton takes a 1-point lead after Schaefer drains the first of 2 free throws. 4:47 to play here in our opening quarter. Schaefer eyes the backside of 2, and good. So perfect on both free throws. Carrollton leading Riverview 4-2. Now a three-quarter press by Carrollton. Mickle will look to bring it ahead. Brings it across the timeline. Now she will go right side to Salonis. Outlet pass to Brindley. Her three-point shot no good. Defensive rebound by Carrollton, and now they run the quick break. Mickle steps in front of a pass and almost swiped it, really showing her athleticism. I know you will appreciate this, Logan, but she's a heck of a golfer too, Courtney Mickle.
I remember listening and reading some of the articles about her, and she had a really nice season for the Bears.
She did, and her plans are to take her to play collegiate golf at Mount Vernon Nazarene. Carrollton gets the basketball back. Might have got away with a walk there was Raudebush. Now they go over on the right side. Ball loose on the floor. Brindley kind of wreaks havoc on that Carrollton offense, and the Lady Bears come away with a steal. So Brindley poked it loose, and Mickle picked it up.
Riverview's doing a really good job on the defensive end right now on the floor.
Salonis will dribble it with her left hand. Passes underneath. It goes to Clark. Clark outlet over to Mitchell. Her shot is up and no good. It won't go. That was Savannah Mitchell, who missed the 15-footer. Rebounded to Carrollton. And now they will bring it ahead. That's Ujic. Long pass over on the far side to Schaefer. Her three won't go. Offensive rebound by Ujic, and she puts it back up and in. So Ujic has 4, and it is a 6-2 lead for Carrollton, leading Riverview with 3:20 to go in our first quarter. Salonis, outlet pass on the right side to Mitchell. Mitchell bounces it once, now gives to Brindley. Brindley will put it on the floor. And now she will go back to Salonis. And Salonis gets tangled up. Now goes back to Brindley. Over on the side. Pass to Bishop. Her shot won't go. Blocked out of bounds. And Riverview will keep it. Now a couple of substitutions coming into the game for Carrollton. Looks like Cameron Shaw into the game. Also Burgett in there for the Warriors. Here's the pass that goes to Foster. Foster puts it off the glass. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Now a shot blocked. Clark had her shot blocked. Carrollton runs the break the other direction. And here's a shot by Hannacrat, and it won't go. Rebounded to Foster. And the Lady Bears get it back. 6-2 ball game. Riverview trailing by 4 as Carrollton leads with 2:40 to go in our first quarter. They bounce it underneath to Foster. Foster kicks it out to Mickle. Her three won't go. And a rebound to Carrollton. And they will come the other way. They like to play with some pace. They will run it up and down the court on you.
Riverview's doing a nice job getting back in transition, though, to limit transition opportunities.
Into the lane goes Ujic. Her shot won't fly. Rebounded to the Lady Bears, and now Mickle will come the other direction. Closing in on the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. It's been a low-scoring first 6 minutes. Salonis has it taken away. That's going to be stolen by number 32, Cameron Shaw, and she makes the layup at the other end of the court for her first points, and Carrollton now leads 8-2. Salonis will walk it ahead for Riverview. Now here is a pass goes to Brindley, and she puts it up and in.
That was a nice play design there from Riverview, getting Brindley on the back door.
Makes it an 8-4 game, and now here is a three-point shot. Put up and in by Lexi Bowie. Makes it now 11-4. So Salonis will bring it ahead for Riverview. Gives it to Foster. Foster back to Brindley. Closing in on 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 11-4 game as Riverview trails Carrollton. Now to Salonis. And she will bounce it to Foster. Lost the handle of it. She kind of got poked in the eye. It's swiped away by Bishop, and she will take the length of the court and lay it up and in. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor after the bucket by Bishop. It is 13-4 in favor of the Carrollton Warriors. We will take a break as well. This is girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place, ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit BuckeyeCareerCenter.org to learn more.
Back after the Lady Bears timeout, they will have the basketball with just 35 seconds to play in our first quarter. It is 13-8 in favor of Carrollton. Kind of a slow start, but Carrollton has picked up the pace, and they've kind of played some stingy defense, taking the ball away from Riverview for some easy buckets. Now here's a shot by Brindley. It won't go. Ball loose on the floor, a fight for the rebound, and Foster gets a hand on it. She gets tangled up with one of the Carrollton players, and there's a jump ball. Possession arrow points in favor of the Warriors. So they will have it with 19 ticks of the clock remaining in the first frame.
Foster originally had that ball, but it got stripped away, and then as Foster was fighting for it, there's just a scramble for it.
So down to 13 seconds. Carrollton will try to get we have a foul away from the basketball. Who did they call it on? They said a foul.
An illegal screen on Aaron Schaefer, number 2.
So Schaefer whistled for the foul. Riverview will get it back with 12 seconds to go before we reach the end of our first quarter. They trail 13-4. We'll see if the Lady Bears can get some points with a few ticks of the clock remaining. They get it to Brindley. She goes to the lane, and she has it stripped away. Schaefer picks it up. She'll heave a half-court shot at the buzzer. It is no good, and we have reached the end of one. After 8 minutes of basketball, it is Carrollton 13, Riverview 4. This is girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
McWayne Ductwell is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne Ductwell is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
We welcome you back to Carrollton High School. 13-4 is our score as Riverview trails the Carrollton Lady Warriors. You know, it was kind of a slow start. Both teams with kind of like maybe it's opening night jitters for the opening part of the tournament. But Carrollton kind of got rolling there in the last half of that first period.
They got rolling with their press. Their press did a nice job of forcing some double teams in Riverview as there's a steal right there. Almost steal by Schaefer, and Mickle dives for it, throws it out of bounds. It'll be Riverview ball.
You know, you talked about the pressure, and that's what we've seen out of this Carrollton team. They play with a very high intensity, and it is causing Riverview some problems as they try to move it ahead. Pass goes into Brindley, and now she is going to be fouled as soon as she got the basketball. That's only going to be our third foul of the contest.
That foul goes on Kylie Uchik.
So Uchik with her first foul, just the second team foul of the game, but of course with the changing of the rules that they shoot after 5 in the quarter. Now we have another foul, and that's going to be a block against Riverview. So they're going to say that was Elena Brindley. So now a foul apiece. It took us 8 minutes to get 2 fouls in the first quarter, and now we've got 2 fouls, one on each team in the first 20 seconds.
That one was a great double team in the corner by Carrollton, forcing the steal, and Brindley picks up the block and foul.
Our score is 13-4. Carrollton leading Riverview. The Warriors have the basketball. Here is a shot from the free throw line by Shaw, up and no good. And we have a whistle as the teams fight for the rebound. That's going to be a foul against Carrollton. So that's going to be on KJ Raudebush. So that is her first foul. Lady Bears will get it back. Mickle inbounds to Brindley, and she will walk it ahead. Now, we're not seeing Carrollton put the press on at this point. That's where they were forcing a lot of turnovers in the early going. Brindley has it, gives it back to Mickle. Mickle now dribbling towards the far side of the front court, and she will outlet on her pass over to Mitchell. Mitchell back out front. Now it's tipped away, stolen by Carrollton, and they will move it ahead with some pace. Here is the shot, the layup, up and no good by Schaefer, but a foul on the attempt. Foul's going to go against Elena Brindley, so that is her second foul. So that's got to concern Mom, so to speak, Renita Brindley. when your leading scorer has a couple of fouls quickly in the second quarter. Brindley will stay in the game. First free throw was up and no good by Schaefer. The backside of 2 is good, so she is now 3 for 4 at the line tonight, and it makes it a 14-4 game. Brindley will bring it ahead for Riverview. Brindley has it tipped away, and now they're going to call her for a push. So 3 quick fouls by Brindley just in the first minute and 11 seconds. So all 3 of her fouls have come here in the second quarter, and now that will certainly get a substitute up off the bench and into the game. They're going to bring in Solanas to spell her. So Brindley most likely will set the remainder of the half, and that's going to hurt the Bears as she picks up 3 quick fouls in the first 71 seconds of this second quarter. Here's a pass going underneath to Shaw. Shaw puts the shot up off the glass, kind of an unorthodox toss to the hoop, but she got it up and in.
Unorthodox scoop shot underneath, but she's able to get it to go down.
16-4, Carrollton leads. Pass goes over on the far side to Mitchell, and Mitchell has it tipped. No, they say she last touched it. That'll be another turnover for Riverview.
That was a good call from the official. Mitchell just lost it out of her hands. It was good defense on the wing.
So Anna Mitchell could not maintain possession of it. So now Emma Schaefer will bring it ahead for the Warriors. Pulls up on her dribble. Pass goes over to Bishop. Bishop now right side. It comes back to Bishop. She takes it to the lane. A shot is no good, and she's going to be hacked on the arm.
Nice play design there from Carrollton on getting Bishop open on a flare screen. She's able to attack baseline, head to the line.
And that foul's going to go against Anna Mitchell for the Bears. Free throw by Ivy Bishop is up and no good. So it's 16-4. We have 6:01 to play in the first half. Riverview's points have come from Reagan Foster and Elena Brindley. Fortunately, Brindley is on the bench with 3 fouls here in the first half. Bishop's second free throw is up and good. Makes it 17-4 with 5:55 to go here in our first half. Has some contact and a foul. Foul's going to go against KJ Raudebusch. That's going to be her second. And so the foul was not in the act of shooting, so Riverview will have it over on the side court. Mickle will look to get it inbounds. Gets it into Foster, back to Mickle. 5:45 to go first half. Pass goes underneath to Foster. Now Foster kind of has it tipped away from her. Gets it now over to Mitchell. Mitchell's double teamed, and finally it's taken away. Ivy Bishop runs the break. Pass over to Emma Schaefer, and she flips it up and through. So Emma Schaefer with the bucket makes it 19-4. And I tell you, they put that pressure on, and as soon as they get the ball, they are running with some pace.
Riverview couldn't even get it to the three-point line. That's how high and tough Carrollton's pressure is. There's another steal. Uchik running down floor. She lays it up and in. 21-4 lead for the Carrollton Warriors.
So Uchik has scored 5 here in the quarter, makes it 21-4. And on that last play, it was Foster who had it taken away from her. Now Mickle will let loose of a shot. It's strong off the iron. Foster gets the rebound, and now her shot is up and tipped, and it bounces around, and it's picked up by the Warriors. Ujic will come the other way, and she puts it off the glass and in. So Ujic with a bucket. She has 6, makes it 23-4 with 4.5 to go first half. So the Warriors now starting to roll as that pressure on the basketball, forcing turnovers for Riverview. At least the Bears had a pretty good look the last time down the floor. And now they try to force it underneath to Foster. Her shot blocked. Blocked by Shaw. Now a long down court pass comes to Ujic, and she lays it up and in. So Ujic really quick. As soon as they tip that away, she is running down the court. Makes it 25-4. And now Solanas tries to get it over to Mickle, and it is knocked away. Brindley's going to come back into the game. I'm kind of surprised that they're bringing her back so quick. So she set for about 3 minutes. And now back into the contest playing with 3 fouls. Mickle will look to trigger it in, gets it to Brindley. Brindley back to Mickle. Now they go underneath the Foster. She turns, puts the shot up and in. So good, strong move to the basket by Reagan Foster. Makes it 25-6. Foster has 4. Ujic will bring it ahead. She will outlet right side to Aaron Schaefer. Now it comes to the left to Ujic. 3-point shot, air ball, rebounded by Foster. She will hand it off to Mickle, back to Foster. And now they will outlet to Mickle, and she will bring it ahead. 3:10 to go here in our first half of play. Mickle to the baseline. She will pass it over to Anna Mitchell. Her shot won't go. Now the ball is picked up by Carrollton. Long down court pass to Hannah Kratt, and she has it taken away. Lady Bears swipe it. Now they give it to Brindley, and she will bring it ahead. So 2:45 to go in the first half. Carrollton leading Riverview 25-6. Brindley has it tipped away. Good defense by Ujic.
Ujic's had a couple of defensive possessions where she just gets a hand on it and it goes to the sideline. She's either able to get it or it goes out of bounds. It stays with Riverview's ball, but Ujic's doing a really nice job on ball pressure.
Mickle gets it in bounds to Foster. Now back to Mickle. Solanas has it tipped away. Stolen by Ujic. 2-on-1 break, and Brindley has to just kind of let her run right on by. She didn't want to be hit with a 4th foul. And Ujic will make it 6 points for her. She's got 10 in the game. 27-6 as Carrollton leads Riverview. Pass goes to Brindley. Brindley to Foster, off the glass. Her shot won't go. Ball tipped around, and last touch by Carrollton. Riverview will keep it. Juliana Pahandas into the contest for Riverview. Couple of substitutions. Emma Schaefer back into the game. Aaron Schaefer also in there for Carrollton. And Emma Eady into the ballgame for Carrollton as well. They get it to Foster. She will dribble it out front, looking for Pahandas. And now trying to find Brindley, and now outlets to Mickle. Back to Brindley. Brindley's kind of tripped up as she was making her way to the lane. She is going to be fouled. That foul's going to go against Jolana Burgett. It's going to be the 4th team foul of the quarter. Next foul, Riverview will be shooting. They get it into Foster, puts it up with her left hand, got her own rebound, and put it back off the glass and in. So Reagan Foster has 6 of Riverview's 8. Carrollton the other way. Pahandas gets the defensive board. So I'm just impressed with how quickly Carrollton gets it up and down the floor. Closing in on 1.5 minutes remaining in our first half of play. Mickle gives it over to Brindley. Now it goes underneath. Back out to Brindley. They're looking for Foster. She's the one that's done some damage underneath. Foster passes it out front now to Pahandas. Now the Bears will dribble towards the baseline. Mickle has it underneath, and a little reverse layup puts it up and in.
That was a nice little hesitation move by Mickle on the baseline, a nice reverse layup.
That's her first points of the game, makes it 27-10. The Bears in double digits, and now here's a shot at the other end by Emma Schaefer, up and good. So Schaefer has 9 in the contest, and makes it 29-10. So Mickle to walk it ahead in the final 30 seconds of our first half. Mickle to the free throw line. She's trying to get it underneath to Mitchell, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by one of the Warriors. So Emily Shepard and Evelyn Beck come into the game for Carrollton, as Mickle will look to inbound it with 25 seconds remaining in our first half. They get it to Brindley, back to Mickle. She'll let loose of a three and drains it. So Courtney Mickle has come alive here in the last minute. She's got 5 points, makes it a 29-13 game. And now Carrollton with 10 seconds remaining to try to get some points in the final ticks of the clock. A tie up underneath the basket, that's going to be a jump ball. And Carrollton will maintain possession with 7 seconds remaining. Inbounding will be Emma Schaefer. Gets it inbounds. Back to Schaefer. She'll let loose of a three with a few seconds left. Offensive rebound by Carrollton. Shot no good. And that will bring us to the end of our first half of play. So 16 minutes in the books, and Carrollton flexing their muscles as the number 1 seed as they lead Riverview by a score of 29-13. We'll be back to talk about our first half statistics, and more as our contest continues here on WTNS Coshocton.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Hi, I'm Reggie Miller. Hi, I'm Marty Miller. Tax refund season is here, and it's time to turn that refund into a ride. Come see us at RAM 5 Point Auto Sales, 1102 Chestnut Street. Where you driving dreams come true. Also, good luck to our favorite Redskin, Quentin Summers.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Ainello Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance, with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Ainello Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Start your week right at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Mondays mean half-price breakfast sandwiches, the perfect way to kick off your morning. And don't miss out on Wednesdays when all drinks, all sizes are half off. Craving something sweet? Try our donut of the month, plus pastries and donuts made fresh every day. We've also got a delicious lunch menu to keep you fueled all day long. Coshocton Coffee Connection, your go-to spot for great coffee, tasty treats, and unbeatable deals. We hope to see you soon.
This February, Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is shining a spotlight on what truly drives Coshocton. Local support. When you shop with your hometown dealer, your dollars stay right here, strengthening the businesses, families, and future of our community. And this month, that local loyalty pays off in a big way. Get up to $8,700 off select vehicles, plus 2.9% financing on new Ram 1500s. Stop by Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Otsego Avenue and experience the difference of shopping local with people who know you, value you, and stand behind every mile. Shop us 24/7 at jeffdrennan.com.
This is John from the Warehouse Restaurant in Roscoe Village. The Warehouse is again proud to sponsor the player of the game, where they will receive our legendary onion rings and our famous cheeseburger. The Warehouse is the place to go before or after the game, or the place to be to watch your favorite college or professional team. The Warehouse is open 7 days a week, 11 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and 11 to 5 on Sunday. Good luck to all the area high school teams.
We welcome you back. It is halftime in tonight's Division IV sectional tournament. Casey Claxon here with Logan McPeek. It is the Riverview Lady Bears trailing the Carrollton Warriors by a score of 29-13 here at halftime. Carrollton led 13-4 at the end of the first quarter of play. It was kind of a slow start in the first 4 minutes, but Carrollton applied some pressure and was able to to jump out to that 9-point lead. And then both teams played much better in the second half. Riverview a little slower start, but 16 points in that second quarter. And it was bringing us to our halftime score of Carrollton leading Riverview 29-13. Logan, let's take a look at some of our first half statistics. Our halftime stat report tonight being brought to you by the Bradford Financial Group. Bradford Financial provides wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Visit them at 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
Taking a look at our first half stats. First, for the home team on the scoreboard, the Carrollton Warriors, as they lead 29-13. They were led in scoring by Kylie Uchik. She went 5-11 for 45% from the field for 10 points. Emma Schaefer went 3 of 5 from the field, 60% for 9 points. Also went 3 of 4 from the foul line. Ivy Bishop, 1 for 1 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line. She has 3 points. And Cameron Shaw went 2 of 5 from the field for 40%, and she has 4 points. And Lexi Bowie, her only shot, a 3-pointer. She has 3 on the night, shooting 100% from the field. Overall, the Warriors went 13 of 32 from the field, 12 of 26 from inside the 3-point line, shooting 46%, and 1 of 6, shooting 17% from the 3-point line. And from the foul line, they were 4 of 6, shooting 67%. Now for the Riverview Lady Bears. They were led in scoring by the senior Reagan Foster. She went 3 of 8 for 38% with 6 points. Anna Mitchell was 1 of 2 for 50%. Elena Brindley, Mitchell did not score. Elena Brindley, she was also 1 of 2. She has 2 points on the night. Courtney Mickle went 2 of 5, 1 of 2 from 3-point land, shooting 40% inside the arc and 50% from outside the arc. She has 5 points. And that rounds out the scoring for the Bears. The Bears had 13 turnovers in that first half. The Warriors only 5.
So again, our halftime score, it is Carrollton leading Riverview by a score of 29-13. Our halftime stats have been brought to you by Bradford Financial Group. Bradford Financial Group, providing wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Call them at 740-622-3347. You know, another story that maybe the stat report doesn't show is that, you know, Elena Brindley playing with 3 fouls. So she picked up 3 quick ones in that second quarter, but, you know, she had to set. But I think the rest of the team really stepped up while she was out of that game for that 3 or 4 minute period.
They really did a nice job, especially on the defensive end. This is a Carrollton team that is capable of being a high-scoring team, and Riverview's done a nice job on the defensive end, limiting shot opportunities, getting rebounding opportunities. So look for Riverview to build off that a little bit heading into this second half, and maybe potentially looking to get back into this game somehow.
Yeah, they really just have to stick together, and, you know, like Coach Brindley said, they just have to stay positive throughout the entire contest and continue to work hard.
Absolutely, and when you consider they're doing a nice job too. Really, they're doing a nice job on the rebounding. It's when Carrollton forces so many turnovers in that backcourt or in their double teams in the front court where it's causing Riverview so many issues. So if Riverview is able to limit the turnovers and really try to break Carrollton's pressure, the Bears really can get back into this game.
Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. I'm Casey Claxon, joined by Logan McPeek tonight. We've got our game here on 102.7 WTNS, and of course over on FM 99.3. The Tusky Valley Trojans currently leading the Ridgewood Generals by a halftime score of 42-15. So again, tonight you're able to hear Ridgewood playing Tusky Valley on 99.3 with Coos and Stephanie Snyder. And Logan and I, of course, have this one here on WTNS 102.7 and our audiocast on the WTNS YouTube channel. We are just a couple of minutes away from starting our second half. Again, our halftime score, it is Carrollton 29 and Riverview 13. This is girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Great care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back the health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law, trusted legal care right here at home.
Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home has been serving Coshocton area families for over 70 years. I am Jessica Paisley, and we are honored that so many of you have chosen Given Dawson Paisley. Our membership in the Dignity Memorial Network allows us to offer services that no other funeral home can offer. Whether you are pre-planning or in your time of need, Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home would be honored to serve your family now and in the future.
We welcome you back to Carrollton High School. The Warriors leading the Riverview Lady Bears 29-13. Casey Claxon here with Logan McPeek on 102.7. Logan, you've got some halftime scores from games around the area tonight.
Yes, I do, Casey. From Millersburg, the West Holmes Knights lead the John Glenn Lady Muskies 27-17 at halftime. And from Union Local, the Jets lead 35-19 over the 9-seeded Claymont Mustangs. And over in Harrison Central, the Harrison Central Huskies lead the Indian Valley Braves 20-19.
Of course, our score here at the break, it is Carrollton leading Riverview 29-13. And now here's a basket or a shot just as we got underway. And it looked like it was going to be an easy layup for Carrollton, but a missed shot, a ball knocked out of bounds, and Carrollton will keep possession of the basketball.
And that's one thing that will drive a coach crazy is a missed layup like that in transition fast break.
Carrollton will keep the ball. Here is a shot blocked by Foster. Wow, she put that one back from Shaw. Courtney Mickle will bring it ahead for the Lady Bears. She had 5 points in that second quarter. A little bit of a spark from her in the second frame. Now they'll go to Brindley, back to Mickle. Mickle puts it on the floor, comes to the near side, right in front of the Lady Bear bench. They will pass it off now to Mitchell. Mitchell kind of loses the handle on it. Brindley picks it up, and now she has it swiped away. Warriors will run the break, a 2-on-1. They bounce it back over to Ujic, and Ujic puts it up and in. That gives her 12 in the game after the layup. Makes it 31-13. Mickle brings it ahead, goes over on the right side to Foster. Now to Brindley. Here is a shot by Mickle. Air ball. Offensive rebound by Brindley. She can't put it back in. And now a steal after a rebound by Carrollton. Ball's loose on the floor, and Carrollton finally comes up with it. And now we've got it looks like an intentional foul by Foster. And they are going to, as the two teams were going down the floor, there was kind of a hand to the face by Foster. And then so now they're going to have Carrollton come to the line and shoot 2 free throws after the intentional foul, plus they'll get the ball. So here are the 2 free throws by Cameron Shaw. First one is up and good. It's her first trip to the line tonight. Makes it 32-13. The backside is also good. 33-13. And now Carrollton will keep the basketball. But she and Foster kind of tangled up, and there was a little extracurricular as they made their way down the floor. And now Reagan will come to the bench, have a seat. She might need to just cool off just a little bit. Carrollton will get the basketball back after the intentional foul. Raudebush has it. Outlets over onto the far side to Ujic. Now it comes right. They swing it. Now they circle back out front. That is Raudebush. They go underneath to Raudebush. Left-handed shot, no good. Actually, that was Shaw. She can't get it up and in, and now we have a foul. So it was rebounded by Riverview, and they're going to call a foul against Carrollton as they were fighting for the board. So the Bears will get the ball back. Solanas has it, goes right side to Brindley. Brindley with a lob. Now the ball goes off of the foot of Mitchell, and it's picked up by Carrollton. They run the break the other direction, and Emma Schaefer puts it up and in. She's got 11 points. 35-13 with 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. That's Kinzel who has it for Riverview. And now her pass is picked off by Carrollton. Schaefer runs the break. And now the ball stripped, and it's loose on the court. And I'm surprised we didn't have a jump ball called there. No
whistle.
Yeah, no whistle is kind of a surprise. Carrollton picks it up. Well, you could almost just say that the officials kind of letting them play through that.
And you know, in tournament time, from personally, I like when the officials let them play in tournament time.
Here's a three-point shot off the glass and in. That is a bank. Raudebush for her first points. She drains the three, and she kind of put her hand up on her head saying, I can't believe I made that off of the glass. She didn't call her shot, but it still is 3 points in the books.
Again, there was another tangle up right there. There's a foul called on the Warriors as Brindley was attacking to the middle. But there was another tangle up on the left wing where there was no call on the jump ball.
Yeah, so we've talked about them kind of letting them play. Now, after the foul, that's going to go against number 15, Kylie Ujic. And now Brindley will be at the line to shoot two, and her first is up and in. So this is the first time tonight that Riverview has been at the foul line. So Brindley makes the first of two, and perfect on the second attempt. She has four. Makes it 38-15 with 4.5 to go, third quarter.
Riverview's first points of the quarter. Uchick has it up top now for the Warriors. She swings it over to Schaefer. Schaefer looks corner. Bishop. Corner three from Bishop is up and no good off backside. Rebound, Raudebush. She's fighting. She's going to be fouled.
And that's going to put her at the line for two. Stops the clock with 4:07. And it was just a few seconds ago that Raudebush had the three-point shot that was banked in. Now they're going to put her at the line for a couple. First of two is up and no good. Going to get a couple of substitutions into the contest. Second free throw is up and in, so Raudebush drains that one. Bears will bring it ahead with 4 minutes to go here in our third quarter. Ball's kind of tipped around, and that will be a turnover on the Lady Bears.
Kinzel just batted it out of bounds there. She lost it running into Schaefer and then just batted it out of bounds.
3:50 to go in the third quarter, 39-15 as Carrollton leading. Here is a three-point shot on the far side. Air ball. Offensive rebound by Carrollton. And now the outlet pass to Schaefer. Schaefer goes over on the far side to Bishop. She will pass it underneath to Hanacrott, and she is going to put the shot up and no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Riverview will get it. In the event of an accident, Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Brillhart's now offers car rentals and towing. So give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 622-0121 or stop by 2702 South 6th Street in Coshocton. Riverview with the basketball. They try to get it over to Mickle. It's taken away. That pass is stolen by Ujic. She will run the court, lost a handle on it, got it over to Bishop, and now Bishop is tangled up, and they are going to call a foul. Well, they let them play as long as they could. And now they whistle Kinzel for the foul. They finally get it inbounds to Bowie. Bowie puts it on the floor. Now it's going to be stolen by Riverview. Bears take it ahead, and it's Solanas had it stolen by Ujic, and now she will bring it the other direction. Here is Schaefer, a long three-point shot. That's no good. Ball tipped around, and it's last touched by Riverview, so Carrollton will keep it.
Foster back into the game now for the Bears. She checks in for Mickle.
Pass goes inbounds to the Warriors. Reagan Foster applying the pressure, and now she gets tangled up, and they will say a jump ball, so Riverview will keep it. Warehouse Dakenstein, proud to sponsor tonight's player of the game. Tonight's player of the game is going to receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and a legendary order of their onion rings. It's all courtesy of Warehouse Dakenstein in Roscoe Village. So stick around for that coming up in our postgame show. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Lady Bears with the basketball. Pass to Mickle. Her shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carrollton. They go long down court pass into the hands of Bishop, and she flips it up and in. Makes it 41-15 in favor of the Warriors, and now they're starting to roll. Riverview has not made a field goal here in the third quarter. They've just got a couple of free throws. Here's Foster with a shot up, no good, and she gets the offensive board and forces it back up and in. So Reagan Foster gets the bucket. She's got 8. Makes it 41-17. Here's Schaefer the other direction, and now she is going to be fouled as she was trying to slide through a couple of defenders there, and she gets hacked. I'll put her at the line for 2.
That foul goes on Anna Mitchell. That'll be her first.
Free throw is up and good by Schaefer. Schaefer is now 4 for 5 at the line. Gives her 12 points on the night. Backside of 2 is also good. So pretty good free throw shooter. 43-17, our score. Carrollton leading with 1:40 to go here in our third quarter of play. Mickle has it taken away from her. Ujic the other direction, and Mickle knocks it out of bounds. And they say last touch by Ujic. So Mickle's pressure works out, and the Lady Bears will get it back. Schaefer now going to take a seat. We'll see who they brought in for her. Looks like it might have been Hanacrott, Riley Hanacrott into the game. Now here the pass goes underneath for the Lady Bears. Shot's going to be blocked. That was Anna Mitchell, as she is fouled in the act of shooting, so she's going to be at the line for 2. Foul went on Lexi Bowie. So now Anna Mitchell will step to the line. Just a second trip to the free throw line for the Lady Bears tonight. Her first shot is up and no good. Our score is 43-17 as Riverview trails Carrollton. Anna Mitchell at the line, going to shoot the second of 2 free throws, and that one is good. That's her first points of the ball game. Warriors will bring it ahead. Emily Shepard will run the point for Carrollton as they're starting to get some fresh faces into the game. Pass goes over on the left side to Erin Schaefer with a minute left in the third quarter. Now deep into the corner. Here is a three-point shot by the Warriors. It's no good. That was by Bowie. Warriors get the rebound. They get it back to Bowie. She puts it on the floor, dribbles back into the corner. And now letting loose of a three-pointer is Erin Schaefer, and she drains it. That's her first points of the game. Makes it 46-18 with 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Elena Brindley, playing with 3 fouls, brings it ahead for Riverview. She will penetrate, has it knocked away and stolen by Carrollton. They will run the break. Long down court pass, tipped away. Ball still loose and picked up by Carrollton, and now looks like it was Jelana Burgett, or was that Mitchell? Mitchell with the foul. So Jelana Burgett fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll be at the line. Clock is stopped with 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Free throw is up and good. So Burgett with her first points. Carrollton, pretty good free throw shooting team. They are perfect at the line here in the second half and just missed 1 free throw in the first half.
Surprised that wasn't the jinx on that second one.
I tried to jinx her. I tried. So it makes it 48-18. Here is Foster, gives it to Brindley. Brindley tangled up, and they're going to say jump ball. So it's going to be a possession change on the possession arrow, giving it back to Carrollton. 8 seconds remaining. Riverview now going to put some pressure on and try to deny a shot with just a few ticks remaining. Here's Erin Schaefer. Goes down underneath. Here's a shot right at the buzzer, up and in. And that was by Hannah Crott, her first points of the game, and closes out the end of 3. So 3 quarters in the books. It is Carrollton 50 and Riverview 18. This is girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Here's something you might not know. You get to choose your title company. At Dogwood Title, LLC, they put you in control. Their team is local, experienced, and dedicated to making your closing smooth, accurate, and stress-free. They work with your lender or realtor, or without them, to protect your property rights from contract to keys. Don't leave one of your biggest investments to chance. Choose the team that puts you first. Dogwood Title, LLC, where your home's story is protected. Call them today at 740-202-9557 or visit dogwoodtitlellc.com.
Back to start our fourth quarter of play, and during the break, a milestone was reached by one of the Carrollton players.
Absolutely. Kylie Ujic just became the all-time leading scorer in Carrollton Warriors girls basketball history during that third quarter.
So congratulations to Kylie Ujic, becoming the all-time leading scorer for the Carrollton Warriors. Warriors put another 2 points on the board. That was Erin Schaefer with a bucket for the first points.
Correction, Emma Schaefer.
Or Emma Schaefer. $7:20 to go in our contest. Carrollton with the basketball. Dribbling to the lane for the Lady Bears is Anna Mitchell, and she dribbles it right out of bounds. and that'll turn it back over to Carrollton. Warehouse Steak&Stein, proud to sponsor tonight's player of the game. Tonight's player of the game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of Warehouse Steak&Stein in Roscoe Village. 52-18 our score. Carrollton with the basketball. They are the number 1 seed in this Division IV East District tournament. Here's a three-point shot, up and no good by Kylie Ujic. And a rebound bucket put back up and in by Cameron Shaw. So Shaw has 8 points on the night. Score is 54-18.
Running clock is now in effect.
So after 35 points, they just let the clock run. Here's Reagan Foster with it for Riverview. Now to Brindley. She puts it on the floor, puts it up off the glass and in. So Brindley forces her way to the hoop. That gives her 6 points. 54-20. And there's Emma Schaefer. Has it stolen away. Now Foster swipes it. Turnover by Carrollton, and Brindley will walk it ahead for the Lady Bears. Brindley up top between the circles. Still dribbling. Now goes with a pass to the right side to Mitchell. Mitchell gets tangled up. And now they're going to say a foul on Foster as Foster got tangled up with Cameron Shaw. So Tori Robinson into the contest. Now Carrollton will have the ball. Clock moving with 5:20 to go into the contest. Pass goes over on the right side to Ujic. Ujic, basket up and good. Again, every point she makes tonight will be a new Carrollton scoring record. Broke the record in the third quarter, now adding on to it. Here's Foster for the Bears to the hoop. Has it taken away. Now things getting a little bit physical. Carrollton coming away with the ball. Again, we've talked about the officials letting them play, and that they have. Ujic with a bucket at the other end of the court. Makes it 58-20. So Courtney Mickle lets loose a long three-point shot. That is up and no good. Warriors with the rebound. Here's a long down court pass to Ujic. Now she goes over to Raudebush, and she puts it up and in. So makes it 60-20. And now here is Elena Brindley for the Bears. Again, we are under a continuous clock. Here's a shot by Mickle. It's no good. Ball tipped around. Carrollton gets it, and they will now push it ahead. Over to Raudebush. Now they go underneath to Shaw, and her shot is up and no good. Ball tipped around. Foster fighting for it. Still loose on the court. And finally Brindley comes away with it. Brindley walking it ahead. So Carrollton was still quite a few of their starters out there. Now it's Brindley to Foster. The senior lets loose of a 15-footer. It's no good. Now they go to Raudebush, and she's going to be bumped out of bounds by Mickle. And there was a couple of players right there in front of the scorer's table. She kind of fell into her teammates. Everybody hops up. They appear to be okay. So the clock will continue to wind as some substitutions coming in. And now Michaela Poole kind of clears the starters off the floor. And now Brindley will come over and have a seat for the Riverview Lady Bears. So Foster still out there for Riverview, one of the Lady Bear seniors. And here's Raudebush with a three-point shot. It's no good. Rebound bucket back up and in. That was Riley Hannacrott. 62-20. 2.5 to go in this one. Mickle walks it ahead. She will pass over on the right side to Mitchell. Now to Clark. Clark has it stolen. Swiped away by the Warriors. At the other end of the court with the bucket is KJ Raudebush. So she's kind of come alive. She's got a couple of buckets here in the fourth quarter alone. 6 points in the second half. Mickle is fouled as she was making her way to the hoop. That foul coming with 1:50 to go in the ball game. So Mickle going to take a couple of free throws, and that's going to take quite a bit of time off the clock. Our score 64-20 as Mickle comes to the line. Be her first trip to the stripe, and the first one is up and good. That gives her 6 in the ball game. So Reagan Foster will now come over and take a seat. One of the Lady Bear seniors exits the game, and Mickle with the second free throw, no good. So down to about 1:05 remaining in the ball game. Here's Raudebush. We'll hand it off to her teammate Schaefer. Schaefer swings it left side. Now that's Burgett. And we have a timeout called by Carrollton, and I think they're going to call a timeout with 51 seconds remaining just so they can substitute. They're going to get some younger players in. We'll see if Riverview leaves their group on the court. They will. So just a timeout so they can sub with 51 seconds remaining. 64-21 our score. Pass goes over on the right side. That is Edie. Edie circles it back out front. They swing it left to Shepard. Now here's a 19-footer by Shepard, up and in. So Shepard, with her first points, makes it 66-21. Lady Bears on the attack. Ball loose on the court, now picked up by Riverview, down to 19 ticks. Here's a three-point shot. That is up and no good. That was an attempt by Robinson. Carrollton gets the rebound, and that ball's tipped out of bounds. Now under 10 seconds. And we'll see if they even get the ball back in play. It appears that they will not, and that will bring us to the end of the ball game. So Carrollton wins it tonight. They defeat the Riverview Lady Bears by a score of 66-21. We'll be back to wrap this one up from Carrollton High School right after these messages on WTNS Coshocton.
I'm Stacy Rice from Coshocton Collision Center. Winter driving can be hazardous, so be careful when you drive and the weather turns bad. If you have an accident, come to Coshocton Collision Center. We use the latest environmentally friendly paint products from PPG. We put you, the customer, first by using these products to preserve our environment. We complete auto body repairs as promised, offer free computerized estimates, and guarantee our work. For all your body repair needs, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson's Carpet and Furniture, or call 623-7347.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
At Coshocton Dentistry, Dr. Brian Dunlap and Dr. Patrick Lauper provide expert dental care in a comfortable, family-friendly environment. From routine checkups to advanced treatments, your smile is a priority at Coshocton Dentistry. Located on Main Street in Coshocton, where we treat you like family, contact Coshocton Dentistry today and experience the care you deserve. Now accepting new patients. Visit us online today at CoshoctonDentistry.com.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
While the big banks are closing branches and leaving small towns behind, we're doing the opposite. Hi, this is John Brown, and at Baltic State Bank, we believe in investing in our communities. That's why we're proud to open our brand new branch in West Lafayette, where you'll always find friendly faces, personalized service, and modern banking tools to make your life easier. Come see the difference a truly local bank can make, because when our community grows, we all grow together. Baltic State Bank, it's a local thing. Member FDIC.
We welcome you back to Carrollton High School. Our final score tonight, it is Carrollton defeating the Riverview Lady Bears by a score of 66-21. Carrollton jumped out to a 13-4 lead at the end of the first quarter, and they had a 16-point outburst in the second frame, and they led 29-13 at halftime. They put up 21 points and played great defense in that third quarter. Carrollton led 49. I didn't write down the third quarter score. 49, where's my math? 15, 16, to 18. So 49-18 at the end of three. And then Riverview limited to just 3 points in the fourth quarter. Again, Carrollton wins it by a score of 66-21 to advance here in the Division IV sectional semifinals. Logan, let's take a look at the final statistics.
Thank you, Casey. First, for the Riverview Lady Bears, who will finish their season at 3-20. They were led in scoring by the senior Reagan Foster. She was 4 of 12 from the field, shooting 33% for 8 points. Courtney Mickle chipped in 6 points, shooting 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point land, and also 1 of 2 from the foul line. Elena Brindley also chipped in with 6 points. She shot 2 of 4 from the field for 6 points and had 2 free throws. And Anna Mitchell, a lone free throw for the Lady Bears. She went 1 of 2 from the foul line for 1 point. The Bears had 27 turnovers on the night, shot 67% from the foul line, 1 of 4 from three-point land, shooting 25%, and 8 of 30 from the field, shooting 27%. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Carrollton Warriors, who will advance in the district to the district semifinals as they improved their record to 15-8. They were led in scoring tonight by the new all-time leading scorer in Carrollton Warriors girls basketball history, Kylie Uchik, with 16 points, going 8 of 16 from the field, shooting 50%. Second in scoring was Emma Schaefer. She went 5 of 10 from the field. That has to be wrong. She chipped in with 13 points, 5 of 6 from the foul line, and 5 of 10 from the field. That is definitely wrong. Cameron Shaw chipped in 8 points for the Warriors. She went 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Lexi Boat, and then a host of Warriors with a couple points. KJ Radebush went 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point land for 7 points. Riley Hannekrat, she had 6 points on the night, going 3 of 5. Erin Schaefer, her lone shot, a three-pointer. She chipped in 3 points. Lexi Bowie went 1 of 3, all from three-point land. She chipped in with 3. Jelena Burgett with 2 points from the foul line, and Emily Shepard, her lone jump shot, with 2 points. All rounds out to a 66-21 win for the Carrollton Warriors.
Warehouse Steak-N-Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's player of the game. Tonight's player of the game going to receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steak-N-Stein in Roscoe Village. And for the Riverview Lady Bears tonight, we have selected senior Reagan Foster as our Warehouse Steak-N-Stein player of the game. Give us Reagan stats for the contest again there, Logan.
Reagan went 4 of 12 from the field for 33% with 8 points. And really did a nice job on the boards as well.
Yeah, and she is one of those kind of players that is not afraid to get down and get dirty, so to speak. You know, we saw her battling and playing strong underneath. Again, you mentioned the rebounds, but, you know, she also added a lot of pressure when Carrollton tried to go inside under the paint tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, when you have a team, a 16 seed like Riverview, I mean, they're going to battle. I mean, there's no denying it. And they battled for a half. They were only trailing 16 to the top seed in the district. But Carrollton, with their pressure in the second half, was really able to open things up with their defense. And their defense really turned into transition offense. And you saw that in the second half. Carrollton was getting so many easy looks in transition just from their defense.
So with the win tonight, Carrollton improves with a record of 15-8, and Riverview closes out their season with a final record of 3 wins and 20 losses. Carrollton does advance. They will play coming up on February 25th in the district semifinals at a site to be determined, and they will play the winner of Beaver Local and East Liverpool. That is an 8 versus a 9 seed. So Carrollton will match up against either Beaver Local or East Liverpool in the district semifinals. Logan, any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Well, I will say I forgot to mention Carrollton's team shooting percentages on the stat report. So
lay it on us.
26 of 55 from the field, shooting 47% from three-point land, 3 of 14, shooting 21%, and 11 of 14 from the foul line, shooting 79%. So a good foul line percentage tonight for Carrollton. But overall, at Riverview, I mean, they battled. Riverview battled really hard for a half with a really good team in Carrollton who has some really nice wins this year. But Carrollton, they're just their defensive pressure and getting in transition, they were extremely fast, and Riverview just was not able to just catch up the whole night.
So tonight it was a tough one for both Coshocton County girls basketball teams. The Ridgewood Lady Generals lost up at Tusky Valley by a score of 62-22. And, of course, here in Carrollton, Riverview, the 16 seed, falls to number 1, Carrollton, by a score of 66-21. That's going to wrap it up here from us. Did you have another score update?
We do have a couple score updates from around the area. As a lot of tournament girls basketball going on tonight. The number 1 seed in Division 5, the Union Local Jets, they knock off the number 9 seed Claymont Mustangs 58-30. The Sandy Valley Cardinals fall to the Barnesville Shamrocks 34-29 tonight. As mentioned, Tusky Valley knocks off Ridgewood 62-22. Trying to find some other scores here. The West Holmes Knights at the end of 3 lead the John Glenn Lady Muskies 38-29.
So that's going to wrap it up for us here at Carrollton High School. Again, our final score, it was Carrollton 66 and Riverview 21. For Logan McPeek, I'm Casey Claxon. Special thanks to Cody Croy helping us out back at WTNS Sports Central. Again, one final time, it was Carrollton 66, Riverview 21. Have a nice night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.